About 6 or 7 days ago, Pat Riley said, "We are not trading Jimmy Butler." He says the Miami Heat are going to stick with Jimmy Butler. I know that there's a lot of rumor and innuendo out there about Jimmy Butler being traded. We're not trading Jimmy Butler. And then Jimmy Butler the other day said, "I've lost my fervor or my passion for the game playing for the Miami Heat, and he wants out." And so because of that, Pat Riley and the Heat suspended Jimmy Butler for 7 games for conduct detrimental to the team. And now it's wide open. Pat Riley says, whoever wants Jimmy Butler, come get him. Jimmy Butler is a fine player in the NBA. We watched him with the Chicago Bulls, and he went from a defensive stopper to a terrific two-way player. At the end of his Bulls run, it just wasn't going to work out. He wasn't going to stay here for the long haul. The same thing with being with Philadelphia for a year. That was a good year for him, but he had to go someplace else. Going to Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, this dude here would just go in and out of practice. There's a story out there that he was in practice and he practiced with the twos, and the twos beat the ones led by Karl Anthony Towns. And Jimmy Butler had like a watch on, cowboy boots, and like jogging pants, and played with the twos, and the twos beat the ones that day, and he was done with the Minnesota Timberwolves. The other story is that with the Miami Heat, there's a ceiling on their success. The Heat are not winning a championship with Jimmy Butler because the Boston Celtics are just that good. If you take a look at the tiers of the NBA, it's Boston by themselves, and then tier 2 is a long list. And the Heat might be tier 3 at this time. They might be a tier 3 team. So my point is to Jimmy Butler, it's unfair for you to ask for a trade right now because you've lost your smile. It's unfair to the Heat. It's unfair to the organization that believe in you, especially when they paid you. And now I'm sure he's looking for another big payday. And I think that he would find his smile if the Heat were going to re-up and give him this max contract. And that's not happening for Jimmy Butler at this time because the Heat aren't very good. And Jimmy Butler's good, but there's been times where Jimmy's just disappeared this year, lost his passion for the game. So now he's open to trade offers. And I just think, man, look, you're a basketball player. You're handsomely paid. You're playing in Miami, so there's no state tax in Florida. It's a team that's going to be a playoff team, but the idea that he's quote unquote sick with the blue flu and not really around the team and kind of disappearing here and there. I mean, at some point you have to be a professional, and Jimmy Butler's not being professional, and shame on him. So now the Heat said, we'll open for trade offers now. They weren't going to trade him 7 days ago, but now that Jimmy wants out, he wants to be traded. So I got some places for him. How about Charlotte? How about Washington? I heard Utah is really nice this time of year. What do you think? Jimmy Butler wants out of the Miami Heat. We're not even at the All-Star break. What is he doing? How about New Orleans? Jimmy, you'd be a great Pelican.